Elijah. Elijah, whose name means "my God is Yahweh," was one of the most powerful prophets in the Old Testament. He emerged suddenly and mysteriously from Tishbe in Gilead during a period of spiritual apostasy in Israel, specifically during the reign of King Ahab and his Phoenician wife Jezebel. Ahab and Jezebel aggressively promoted the worship of Baal and Asherah throughout Israel, persecuting the prophets of Yahweh and leading the nation astray from the covenant with God. Elijah's ministry began with a declaration to King Ahab, "As the Lord and the God of Israel live, before whom I stand, there shall be neither dew nor rain these years, except by my word." This dire prophecy of drought was a direct challenge to Baal, who was worshipped as the god of rain and fertility. Following this pronouncement, God commanded Elijah to hide by the brook of Cherith, where he was miraculously sustained by ravens bringing him bread and meat, and by drinking from the brook. When the brook dried up, God sent him to Zarephath in Sidon, outside Israelite territory, where he was hosted by a poor widow. Despite her meager resources, Elijah promised that her jar of flour would not be empty and her jug of oil would not run dry until the Lord sent rain. This miracle sustained the widow and her son throughout the famine. Later, when the widow's son died, Elijah brought him back to life through prayer, demonstrating God's power over death. After 3.5 years of severe drought, God instructed Elijah to confront Ahab. This led to the epic confrontation on Mount Carmel. Elijah challenged 450 prophets of Baal and 400 prophets of Asherah to a contest. Whichever god sent fire to consume their sacrifice would be proven to be the true God. The prophets of Baal cried out all day, even cutting themselves, but no fire came. Then Elijah rebuilt the altar of the Lord, drenched his sacrifice with 12 jars of water, making it humanly impossible to ignite, and prayed a simple, powerful prayer. Immediately the fire fell from heaven, consuming and burning the offering, the wood, the stones, the dust, and even the water in the trench. The spectacular demonstration led the people to cry out, "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God." Elijah then commanded the killing of the prophets of Baal. Immediately after, rain returned to the land, breaking the long drought. Despite this mighty triumph, Jezebel vowed to kill Elijah, causing him to flee into the wilderness in fear. In his despair, he prayed for death. God ministered to him, providing food and rest, and leading him to Mount Horeb, also known as Mount Sinai, the mountain of God. There God revealed himself not in a strong wind, earthquake, or fire, but in a low whisper.